red and blue, purple light, friends. Red and blue, purple light, friends. Facts. Red and blue, purple light, friends. Red and blue, purple light, friends. Facts. You can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I open my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light. To the family. Peace, love and light. To the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you and it's going to provoke you and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.
The family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Welcome, 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 welcome. This is an episode of New Administrative TV, episode 3. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your host for the evening, and I am soon to be joined by my co-host, Brother Blue Pill, pulling up very shortly. How's everybody doing? First and foremost, before I even begin, how is the audio? How are we sounding and whatnot? How is the audio, ladies and gentlemen? How we sounding up in this thing? All right. I see we got the shout out, the roll call happening already. Audio is clean. Awesome. Let's go ahead and do the roll call. I want to know who is in the building on this Friday and whatnot. Let's go ahead and do the roll call. Shout out to everybody pulling up and whatnot on this Good Friday. TGIF for all of my workers out there punching the clock and whatnot. All right. We have Harlem in the building. Shout out to Harlem. We have Greensboro in the building. Shout out. We got Pittsburgh in the building. Mississippi in the building. You dig? We have Harlem chilling in the LES. That's important. Merritt Island, Florida. Okay. All right. Shout out to y'all. St. Croix is in the building. Hawaii is in the building. We got ATL in the building. Denver in the building. Houston in the building. Charlotte in the building. Yacktown in the building. U.S. Virgin Island. Oh, you on a vacation, Jeremy? Salute, King. You know what I mean? That you in our backyard and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy yourself out there. The food is great. The water is warm. And the sun is beaming in the Virgin Islands. So enjoy that. Windy City, Chi-Town. Shout out to the Chi, man. Arizona. Shout out to Seminole. Shout out to Houston in the building. Nashville, Kentucky. Yes, Music City. Shout out to Nashville. Shout out to New Hampshire. Shout out to Bowie, Maryland. All right. Yay. Shout out to the Yay. All right. Shout out to San Francisco in a building. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Oakland, VI Strong, salute, Brett. Charlotte in the building. All right, shout out to Charlotte, Colorado Springs. We see you. All right, the family is here. Welcome to everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So elated to have y'all in the building with us. Today is going to be a powerful show. I want to say before I even begin, for anybody who was unaware of the announcement that we made it last night that there was a rescheduling of our lecture that was supposed to be today called When in Rome. That has been postponed to February the 10th when we go to New Orleans, right? By request of the lecturers, right? We're going to want to do this one in New Orleans right after the Super Bowl, right? MAGA Fest Destiny is going to hit better in Louisiana. It's going to hit better in New Orleans. It's going to hit better after the Super Bowl, all right? So When in Rome featuring the Twin Pillars, Red and Blue, MAGA Fest Destiny. That is going to be February 10th, New Orleans, Itel Gardens, 810 North Claiborne, from the hours of 6 to 10, all right? Food and vendors and all of that. And we will be live streaming it through Zoom. Now, one thing that we have to put out there, we won't be able to go through YouTube. We can only do Zoom because of copyright strikes and the fact that we'll be playing copyrighted material and videos and stuff like that. And when it comes to like raw lectures, I don't like putting them on YouTube because of the algorithm. And they have this AI, there's like an AI bot. And if I say certain words and whatnot, it will trigger the bot. Like every time I go live and I finish the show, there's like an email that I get. Oh, your video is demonetized. We picked up that you violated the procedures, all of that stuff. So we got to protect ourselves. And we're gonna go through Zoom and whatnot. We're gonna go through Zoom. So I look forward to seeing y'all in the building on the 10th, which is on a Monday, Melanin Monday. A small plane crash in Philadelphia? That's crazy. What's up with all of the planes? What's going on? Like this ritual is going crazy. They're going crazy with the rituals, bro. They just had a plane crash. Look. I heard about the plane crash in Northeast Philly. Then we pull it up. Then I went and looked at it, and yeah, it's a damn plane crash. A small plane, but a plane nonetheless. Okay, we're gonna get into that and much more on today's episode. I just got off of IG with Blue, and he was dropping mad bars and whatnot, and then they cut the live. Right? They cut the live, and here we are. So we had to bring it to YouTube so we could keep this thing going and whatnot. So he'll be pulling up any minute. B-Del said, don't get on no planes. Yeah. The magnetic pole shift. You feel me? Like, when are they gonna finally admit that this pole shift, they saying climate change, they coming up with all of these pole shift. The fact that it snowed twice in Atlanta, and it snowed in Jamaica, and it snowed in on the beaches of Florida, man, that's a pole shift. Things are completely shifting. You feel me? Like that. Don't blame climate change and all of this. That is a pole shift. The whole pole. The pilots in these planes and the navigation devices are going off the Richters. You feel me? Imagine Anubis. Yes, I travel. I forgot. I think it was Ampu. Because the Noble Ampu, right? Brother Noble Ampu, I think he was one of the ones who introduced us to that whole ritual about riding with Anubis. Whenever you travel, we had a rental. We had a truck. 2010, we was going from New York to Atlanta. We was driving, and then we put the Anubis right there on the console and whatnot, and we utilized that as protection as we travel. So that's one of my rituals and whatnot. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but you're gonna have to move with some type of you got to move with some type of faith in this environment. You know, you gotta move with some. Somebody said for how long? Because I'm supposed to come to Atlanta next weekend. I would say holler at B Dell. I would say holler at B Dell. You know, definitely. Okay, it was Bobby. All right, Bobby with the Anubis ritual. Right. Okay, and then the good brother, he reminded us, and Pooh was like, yo, remember? Yeah, okay. So Bobby was the one that brought that into the to community. But yeah, we've been riding with that, and we have no problems on the road as a result. Last night I was in attendance for Urban XTV last episode, and I must say it was a bittersweet moment for me. Um, I don't. I'm not gonna say that I teared up and whatnot, but I felt like crying. I felt like shedding tears. It felt like something was being taken away from me and whatnot. And I just was dumbfounded for about an hour. I just sat there kind of dumbfounded and going through my mental Rolodex about the Urban XTV experiences. If you don't know, they had their last show last night. Okay. The platform is not going away. They did say that they will reappear with new endeavors. However, the podcast that we've grown to love, that I said and others have said was the best father and son podcast on YouTube in any niche. In any niche, right? Viewstar TM, I'm sending you healing energy right back to you, right? I'm sending you healing energy right back to you. They had the best podcast for a father and son in any genre. Facts, not just in podcast, just all around. It helped me see my son in a different light. You know, my son's 17 and whatnot, and I mean, I've been trying to get him to do TV with me. I've been trying to get my son on YouTube for literally about 10 years. He will not go. He will not budge. He was supposed to do a show. He was supposed to do a sports show with Black Dot's son. We was getting him to finally agree to do that. And then he kind of like was like, nah, I'm good on that. You know, he's into sports, but he's a sports caster. He's better than Cameron and Mace, dead ass. Where, you know, maybe not with the jokes, but he knows his thing. He knows his stats and everything. He could be chilling with Stat. Him and Stat could do a show together. But seeing Malcolm's growth over the years, because you know, Black Dot is Black Dot. It was seeing Malcolm's growth and development. You feel me? Malcolm don't like the conscious community. Malcolm was not a big fan of consciousness. A lot of people's children are not, a lot of the teachers and some of the people who got their 2 feet in this thing, I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. A lot of the children are not fans because the children get to see the shit that the parents go through dealing with their community, you know? And that's no slight towards anybody, but the children see the struggle that the parents be going through, and they be like, why are you doing this, dad or mom? Like, why are you sacrificing your health, your sanity, your time, your quality time to do something for people who are really like taking advantage of you? Not maybe the 1% of people that support, the 1%, but everybody else, so the children, they become demystified by the smoke and mirrors and whatnot. They get demystified, and I'm just keeping it. I'm not being petty. I'm not being bitter. I'm not shooting at nobody in particular, but I'm just here to let you know. I've been in many households around. It's be the children. It be the children. The children be like, nah, F that. F that. You choosing the YouTube over me. You choosing this community over. Remember the Neo, and he had to choose Zion over Trinity, and he picked Trinity. You understand? And there was a reason for that. He picked Trinity because if you lose Trinity and you stay with Zion, you kind of, you could build your own Zion with Trinity. You could save Trinity and then y'all just go ahead and build out your own Zion and whatnot. Have 20 children and live on a farm versus you let Trinity die and then you be like, I'm going to just chill with Zion. But that was your twin flame. That was your soulmate. That was the one. You gave her up for the illusion. So I don't know. I'm just saying. I just hope and pray that we're not losing that platform because of a lack of support. I don't know. I'm not getting into no grown people's business and I'm not saying anything. I was having this conversation with my wife and, we wasn't being messy and nothing, but we was just going through scenarios as to why the show was ending and whatnot. And she just felt that it was a lack of support, you know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But who knows? You never know. You never know. So, I know that Black Dot is retired. He worked for the city, put in his time. You know what I mean? He gets his check. I'm not gonna get in nobody's business. That's not my role. But yeah, shout out to Urban X TV, and that was the run that they had with their podcast was legendary. It was historic. The work that they put in, and I promise you, like Black Dot's commentary, the level of research that show was bringing every Monday and Thursday, like the stories that they were able, whoever's on the research team, whoever's a part of the research team, right? Hats off. You feel me? Because y'all was cold with it. You feel me? Y'all were digging deep. Y'all were cold with it. You know what I'm talking about? And Black Dot is just Black Dot. You feel me? So it's like, you can't clone a Black Dot. You can't replace a Black Dot. So, shout out to my OG. I've said it in public as I've said it in private. Black Dot was one of the first master teachers to embrace me and Blue Pill coming into this community. Black Dot was working with Blue Pill on Four Corners newspaper as his editor. And when I got into the community, he was one of the first supporters financially and one of the first supporters to where he was like, yo, get Red and Blue on a lecture, on a ticket with me. And 3 lectures, one with A.A. Rashid called Blueprint 322. Black Dot was on that. He made sure we got on that. Another lecture, Fear of a Black Planet with Professor Griff in Atlanta. Black Dot made sure we got on that. And then there was another one in Atlanta that we did, and he made sure we got on that. And this is early 2000s and whatnot. This is the beginning of our career. So he's a legend. He's a legend forever, And yeah, man. So with that being said, there's a few announcements as well that I want to make tonight, but I will keep that towards the end of the show. I see that my guest pulled up in the building, and I'm going to go ahead and open up his line. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I bring to you the one and only Blue Pillar in the building.
Peace, family. Peace, love, and light. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
We survive outside all from the music. Nigga, bop!
Real
Just
quick,
another
I was
fine clap.
giving Black Dot his flowers. I don't know if you heard.
I did, and I put a post up earlier. I actually stayed up later last night and caught it.
Okay, you was there live too?
Yeah, I had got in a little bit later because I had, I catered an event last night. So when I got in, I was like, normally I check the YouTube, just see if there's any last minute thing that I need to be aware of or what have you. And I
Right.
saw the flyer, like, I was like, wait, what? Now I had corresponded with Dot maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he gave me the skinny in terms of saying, yo, Malcolm just had a newborn, and I'm allowing him the time to settle into daddy mode and everything, and I needed a break, and I was like, damn, like yeah, I could relate. You know what I mean? It just
Right.
reminded me of that same street, being dedicated bi-weekly to programming. You feel me? And it just runs your life. And as much as you love doing it, you really want your life back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I listened to enough of it just to get the gist of what was going on. And then I wrote a post today, just really telling people how important that program was. You know what I'm saying? It was to leave on that high note, you know what I mean, of what they represented as a father son podcast, but that was my source for news
Trying to tell you.
because I've made it public on many occasions. I'm like, news finds Malcolm, and because I be scouring the
Trying to
net
tell
for
you.
news sometimes, right?
They be finding them.
And I don't be finding the stuff that some be finding. So I would always pull up just to be like, yeah, I know certain news are gonna find him that I'm not gonna be able to find. His algorithm just
Right.
attracts different information. So I was able to get a holistic, rounded education about information tapping into that frequency. And then, Dot's delivery, Dot's
Right.
wherewithal to go into a topic and dissect it a little bit deeper. It's not too many, decoders that could go all the way in their bag. It's a lot of younger brothers and sisters they don't really got a backboard, you know what I'm saying, to bounce off of.
I,
These niggas be channeling and stuff.
yeah, I would say experience plays a big part
Yeah.
with that, with his objectivity and whatnot. But yeah, like I can't, like I said, that you can't clone Black Dot. His perspective on things, his vantage point, his
Yeah.
angles is very unique. You know.
Yeah. It's slaptastic. It's very unique, and I would be there for it. I pull up in the audience, me and my whiz. That's our favorite pastime. You know what I'm saying? Watching Urban X. It was a family ritual. So yeah, and then this time last year, I was gearing up and getting ready to do a presentation when I had butterflies in my stomach because it's Black Dot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did that thing in New York.
Yeah, we
Black myth,
did the
myth
Black Myth story. Get it right because I need you to, I
Black
need
myth
you
story
to
month.
do with the Black Future stuff, and I'm gonna take my hair out. I'm gonna do the Afro Future thing for February, but the Black Myth story is history and mystery, and niggas better get in their myth story bag right now. Like you said, we're the visionary, we're the visualizers that are projecting us, that are using that mind's eye to project us into the future and making it stick like a sling, like a slingshot.
Yeah, we need that.
The Octavia Butlers. Do you know? Do you know like the narrative and the story of the parable of the sower that Octavia Butler wrote in 2025, and there was a fire occurring and all of that stuff that she had prophesied?
That's right. I know she been hitting shit like a bullseye.
She from Altadena.
And her grave and it survived the fires.
Wow.
It survived the fires. It was still standing
Right.
and whatnot.
So yeah, like I was talking about Philip K. Dick you know what I'm saying, and him being a visionary for the technologists on the other side, these dudes that, you know what I'm saying, have no connection to nature and they're just machine like. This is what Philip K. Dick wrote about. This is what he warned him about. That's Minority Report. That's the precogs. That's all of that stuff. That's transhumanism. That's the cyborgs.
Yeah.
You know, Octavia Butler, on the other hand, you know, that's our oracle. You know what I'm saying? She's our Afrofuturist.
Yes.
So she represents the compassion. She's the mother. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, the once again, cherish your treasures, the things around that you have always have access to that are the superior things. It's time to dust those things off. It's time to refurbish them. It's time to really see the value in what you have in your grasp and your midst is priceless. You know what I'm saying? Because they whacking out the murals. They're whacking out the murals, bro. And I could get into this whole killing of the king ritual, the ceremony. But February 10th, y'all pull up. You know, the place to do it is really in New Orleans on that grid. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna strike oil. You know what I mean? We're gonna be able to go out into the field and put our straw in the ground. You know what I'm saying? And run some things up because I'm gonna shake the. It's gonna be a
Did,
seismic shift. I'm
did you
finna,
happen to
finna
hear
shake the swamp, huh?
Shake the Swamp? Did you happen to hear about the small plane crash in
Yes,
Philly?
Philadelphia. Yeah. So again, you know, consecrating, you know what I'm saying, the ceremonial ritual is all the way underway. Shout out to B Del. I seen him speaking on it and he got the drop before I did. I don't want to be in public sounding like I'm regurgitating our young brother, but he did an awesome job from what I saw tying those pieces together. And Black Dot. I seen Black Dot last night drop it. And
Yeah, he
you
went
know,
in.
yeah, it'd be that, you know, it's like, damn,
Damn.
do you want to slap it on the screen first? Pause. It's like I'm still shell shocked about the LA thing in terms of being the first to say something. That I'd be like, yo, maybe it's too soon. It's not appropriate. I didn't know names came out yet. You know what I mean? I didn't get the skinny on who was involved. I had seen the play early. I had the breakdown by the morning. Right?
Right.
'Cause I woke up to this news. It was around the time I had went to sleep, like right before, or either when it was happening, but either or I woke up to it. And then by the time I got out the gym, I had already had it pieced together for the most part. And then
Right.
I had mad other layers throughout the day. And the boy, it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is just too much. I'm like, I'm not finna be, you know, Scooby Doo on the internet right now. I'm just like, let me save it for the lecture, bro, because the internet sleuth shit is crazy, bro. It's like
Oh yeah.
you could go forever. It's just
Oh,
so
that
many
rabbit hole.
a rabbit hole. And
Crazy.
then yeah, I
Real
started
quick though, Blue. Real
yeah,
quick. Let me
yeah.
just share this for y'all. Um,
Uh,
this is I want anybody from Philadelphia. Where was the move bombing at? What part of Philly? Because I put a post up about
West Philly. Yeah,
that was West Philly.
I believe so. I'll stand on that. I believe it was West Philly.
Yeah.
That's the
I just
narrative.
want somebody to verify. So plane crash in Northeast Philadelphia leaves multiple houses on fire. That's the first thing that came to me was the fact that Philly was on fire in the 80s and whatnot, multiple houses with the move bombing. So
Mhm.
small plane crashes into Northeast Philly. 2 people on the plane, several injuries on the ground. What the hell is going on with these planes?
Again, you know, we are overlapping planes and dimensions. Poor, you know, again, this is the last month of January, and I'm just so surprised.
Janice,
Our Dakotas like just really be missing the mark with the most vital pieces because they want to be right, right? Niggas in a rush to be. Yo, it's not the new year. All right, cool, nigga. I got it. Sit down. When is it though? It's the month of January. Oh, a leg by the trickster. Oh, we're in the year of the snake, the shrewdness and the cunningness. Oh, we're dealing with Janus energy. Oh, Janus deals with portals and doors. Oh, the Pope just opened 5 portals. And the day that he opened the last one, which was the St. Paul Cathedral, a day after that in the Golden State It's engulfed in flames. Oh, so you're talking
Mhm.
about purification ceremonial rituals that's taking place. Oh, okay. Yeah, Janice. Dealing with portals, dealing with doors, dealing with deception. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dealing with a few things that are very key and integral just for us to understand, just the overlapping overstanding of the occult. And it's like it's gonna be such an uphill challenge to attempt to teach this to people at this phase of the game. You know what I'm saying? Just how to make the plays and the connections and the code, and again, not attempt to be rational in an irrational world. Like I ain't sitting around trying to prove nothing to nobody no more. It's just
Right.
throwing your arm out doing it. It's like, all right, look, y'all. They had the plane crash. It came from Wichita, Kansas. They got the plane crash and it's in Philadelphia. I mean, you tell me. And then they're dealing with DC, dealing with the whole commander in chief energy. I
I
thought it was going
mean,
to be the commanders versus the chiefs. I thought they were just going to line it up like that and get a black, the quarterback some juice, but they still got two melanated QBs in there under the specter of them canceling Black History Month. Get into your myth story, right? Because that's really where we need to be right now,
yeah,
right?
we rechristened February Black Future Month. And
Yeah, well, I Christian did Black Myth Story Month, so
this month is about developing, like you said, developing a myth, developing a narrative, just
yeah.
taking it to places that it hasn't necessarily gone yet. You know
You
what I
got
mean?
plans?
Casting ourselves.
Plans? You got plans for it?
Huh?
You got plans for it?
Well,
Because
I'm doing it through my AI class
it's the
and
short
whatnot.
month, so it's like you gotta have that stuff already scripted and scheduled, because
Oh no, it is. It
It's gonna
is.
happen
We got
quick.
it.
Here
Hmm?
tomorrow, a few hours, matter of fact.
What'd you say?
It's here tomorrow in a few hours, and it's gonna happen quick. And boy, it's not gonna let up.
Yep.
It's
Nah,
not.
we got it. We got it. We're gonna do it through the AI. We're gonna do it through a 4-week course where we'll build out, these narratives and these storylines using the tools, using all of the available quote unquote apparatuses and whatnot to cast ourselves into the future and build. So that's my presentation that I'll be doing for the month of February in terms of Black Future Month and
Yeah,
bringing this myth in.
yeah, I love
Do,
it.
huh?
I said I love it.
Do you, by any chance, have those slides together?
I mean, I text them to you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't email it. It should be in your text though.
Okay. Um. Oh, okay. I see it. Um. Once again, family, just in case y'all getting here late, we have decided to reschedule the When in Rome lecture that we were doing, MAGAfest Destiny, until February the 10th, right? Instead of doing it on Zoom in our houses in Atlanta, we're going to go right to the land of New Orleans. We figured that that would be the best place based on how the news is going right now. Just based off of the information that Blue Pill has on New Orleans, just that alone, we got to go ahead and ceremoniously do that lecture
Yeah,
on that
it's
grid
based
right
on
there.
it. The build up to what they're building the Super Bowl up to be. They've already consecrated it by making the offering. Right, the blood has been spilled.
Right.
You're dealing with high level sorcerers and occultists. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you was there earlier when I explained, and we'll get into it with the slides. But MAGA is, the Magus. You know what I'm saying?
Woo. Yeah, you went in with that.
They're the highest level of the Church of Satan. And again, I know how a community feels when they hear the word Satan and they defend. Just like you got your version of Christ and they have their version. Obviously, you got your version of Satan and they got their version. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, they just like they might be in the gallows and in the darkness and they might be worshiping your folk. It's the same way split screen with this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
might go all along with the Saturnian energy is that it represents. But they got used to snatching your chain and borrowing your jacket and never returning it. So they like, shit, we gonna steal God from y'all. We're gonna steal Satan from you. We're gonna steal everything from you, my nigga. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You sleep
Right.
at a Greyhound bus stop with jewelry on. You're gonna get stripped down.
I
They fleecing you. You know what I'm saying?
heard
And
they running on Greyhound buses looking for them people, yo.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, they. I was able to pull your PDF up. So do you want to get to it?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Boom.
Yeah, I got some of these slides mixed together. Right. Can you that first one what that first one say?
The
With the
first
phone?
one's Transportation Secretary and DC's Fire Chief crammed Coast Guard intercepts strange blue boat. Then they take a look inside. Is that it?
Yeah, but I mean, it I was just getting into this whole aspect, of this particular crash and the bureaucracy that ultimately may have led to it, and just showing you that this is the party of deflection,
Right.
entitlement, and inequality. Right? That's what the MAGA represents. Deflection, entitlement, inequality. That's their version of DEI.
Right.
You understand? So
Right.
deflection. Elon fired that dude.
Vivek.
No, not Vivek, the head of the
Oh,
FAA,
the head of the right, right. They were
right?
yep, they got rid of
On
them.
day one.
Day one.
Because
Right.
he had beef with them based on what? They were attempting to regulate him and they fined him for rockets. So he owed them like 600K or something like that.
Mm.
So he's over there dealing with his beefs. He's over there getting regulators out of the way. Space is already unregulated. It's a lot of things that he's already dealing with that's unregulated, but for the very few things that they're attempting to regulate him for, that's his vendetta, right?
Right.
His vendetta is to punch in the teeth of the people that's telling him no, because he has a manifest destiny. So they got rid of dude, you know what I'm saying, and now they're playing the reverse DEI game. You know what I mean? They're just they're chaos agents, so they're deflecting. They have a scapegoat, and they're beating that scapegoat. They're beating the stuffing out of the scapegoat while they distract you and they run plays, right? Same way, like Trump told you, yeah, I ain't messing with that, Project 2025 stuff, and then
Right.
go and do everything that it said, and then niggas are still sitting on their hands because they expect to be told by the press secretary, yeah, we're following the 2025 script.
Right.
Same way that you expect Elon to tell you, yeah, I'm throwing a Nazi salute. You fucking idiot. I mean, come on now.
Right.
What did I say? Gotta master spiritual discernment so you don't have to wait around for nobody to tell you nothing. Because they've removed the fact checking, my nigga. So how would you ever know? They made sure they removed because there will be no facts told. So why we need facts checked for? We're making it up as we go along. And that's what they told homie when they put him
Right.
on the deodorant. It made him sniff their drawers or something. Well, gave him a wedgie, whatever they did to him.
Yo, that plane crash in Philly looked crazy.
Let's go to the next one. These things don't be wanting to listen. All right, so yeah, they put him under the deodorant. He was writing bromance letters to Trump and they leaked it. Now he's in his feelings, right? Where they're like, no leakers, right?
Right.
No leakers. Now he wanna shave his whole company down to get rid of employees because they embarrassed him. I'll get back to this. The American dream is, again, this is the killing of the king ritual. This is them transferring the dream. This is him coinciding his inauguration the same day as King Day, and him cannibalizing King in the process of installing himself as the new king, and he represents the new American dream for a marginalized group of people who are the us and the they not like us, nigga. And it's not you. And it's not
Right.
you. Right? Going into this whole shit about him whacking out murals, devouring Obama, devouring all of the 44 resonators. They're gonna devour Big by devouring Puff. They devouring MLK. You know what I'm saying? And then what? Creating a dynasty or a legacy where Barron can run in 2044. Okay. So this is the law of 44 wars between the 44 resonators. You know what I mean? 44 is Wednesday, 44 is military. You know what I'm saying? 44 is killing. So we know on Wednesday the military killed somebody, right? And that goddamn plane.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? The internet sleuth's job is just to find out who. Because they damn sure clipped them
Yeah, somebody got clipped.
on day 3 of this nigga's job, mind you. They ain't waste no time. All right, next. Day 3. Right? So they're flexing, right? And the world sees what they're doing. Oh, the bully is out the goddamn gate. They punching everybody up and attempting to stun everybody and throw them under the deodorant. And they're like, yeah, that's a no fly over here. Don't even try it. You know what I'm saying? So he's under the guise, he's pretending to be under the guise as a peace president.
Mm-hmm.
How? You're declaring war on anything and everyone. You feel me? You don't think that none of it is going to have blowback or ramifications, repercussions? And then we know that you are a puppet for the Zionists who paid for your way, paid your ticket, and they're trying to conflate that by putting Elon in the forefront. Why they don't talk about the other donors?
Right. Now they covering that.
They're covering that. You know what I'm
They
saying?
definitely covering that.
Because after that cover story on Miriam Adelson, you've never seen another story about her. So,
She fell in the back.
yeah, she fell in the back. The Mavericks lost and she disappeared. So, and I had did a deep dive the other day on Green Beret websites and like real deep army, military people.
Right.
And they was giving the skinny just about how disastrous it would be for them going up against Mexico. You know what I'm saying? And the cartels. Just how unprepared that they would be, and just how it would just never it would you know what I mean? They just can't do that. It just they can't get that off. And here goes the biggest, baddest nation pretending that the gringo got everything in control, and he is subservient to the cartels. He don't have no smoke for them, and that's a war that he can't win. So the tariffs, you know what I'm saying? With again another Zionist puppet in terms of this Mexican president who's pretending to be liberal, right? Same way
Right.
you got the Zionists in Canada with Justin Trudeau. So the whole map is Zionists in the Americas, but then you got these real leftist regimes that they gotta put pressure on, like Colombia, like Brazil, you know what I'm saying, like Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's gonna be ultimately they may potentially be the thing that kicks off might be right here in the backyard. And then that brings in all of the other players. But I think that it may potentially jump here, the all of the chest beating about Panama and all of that. You know what I mean?
In your humble opinion, Blue, based off of the activities and the actions of 2024, do you think that Iran has a leg to stand on?
Yeah, they have hypersonic ballistics. So again, this is the embarrassment. This is the emperor has no clothes. This is the posturing that the West has to assume because they're not militaristically superior, and neither is Israel. And they were exposed to that. The world went to sleep. Niggas went to sleep. They got rocked to sleep on the lullaby shit. But that's what happened, and that what got exposed. That's why the U.S. said they need to build their own Iron Dome, right?
because
they don't have no defense system against ballistic missiles.
from the outside looking in, the Zionists, they was smacking up Hezbollah, they smacked up they was knocking leaders off, and it looked like they backed Iran down in that region.
Mm-hmm.
That's from the outside looking in. I mean, I could be
Yeah,
completely wrong.
yeah. I mean, it's an ongoing escalation in terms of there's nobody necessarily sitting on top. It's still a squabble for that particular situation. But you know what I mean? The leverage is in still the leverage is in the missiles, the leverage is in the oil. You know what I mean? And it
Right.
was disastrous globally economic if what they're purporting to say that they may do, if that actually happened, that's kind of a no fly. But they got people in position now in the DOD did all that cuckoo to not understand the logistics of the long play.
Right. They got war hawks.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are, somewhat hell bent again on prophecy, on fulfillment of prophecy, you know what I'm saying, tied into their Christian identity politics, what means more to them. They're there on behalf of the Christian coalitions that they represent. So then the
Right.
people gotta go and and see who are the preachers and the pastors that these dudes answer to, and what are their ideologies. They're super anti-Iran, super.
Right.
And those also the people that said that slavery was good for niggas.
Mm, mm,
Literally,
mm.
dude went on tour with that commentary. This is Hegseth's pastor.
Right.
Yeah.
All right,
So
let's go to the next slide. So you said once again that the cartel that they can't win against the cartels if they decided that they wanted to step. The Navy SEALs?
the
The
they're the
Leathernecks?
ones that are saying it.
Huh?
They're the ones that are saying it.
They
Yes.
are the ones that are saying it themselves.
Absolutely. They're telling the American public, look, don't let them do it because it's suicide, and they not going on a mission. They're like, nah, we're standing down. We're not suicide mission. There's like them dudes is different. They don't play fair, and you know what I mean.
Right.
It's posturing. It's gringo posturing. It's West.
Oh, our G.I. Joe chest bumping. It's
It's
buff.
wrestling and Western spaghettis, right?
Right.
Tied in together, and niggas is falling for it. You feel me? And globally, the politicians got to move and respond different ways because they are states. This is statecraft. The cartels are not statecraft. Cartels are just like they're stateless entities.
Right. Indeed. Let's go to the next slide.
Yeah. So I got this quote from you from your last joint. You think I'm gonna be listening? You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the wind and shit.
Mm, mm.
Booming on the boomers,
Yeah,
man.
they booming on them.
They are booming on the boomers. If you can't defend yourself, you're gonna get washed in this era. You know what I'm saying? They beating up whoever they could get away with. And they started with the old people. They started with the LGBT. You know what I'm saying? They started with non-educated, melanated people and whites.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The proletariat class, the working
The
poor,
working class, right.
right? The middle and the working class, women. You feel me? Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's the initial. That's the first boom. Get the
Yeah,
weak
that
out the way, and then you concentrate your energy, your resources, and your forces to go for those who project the strength.
right. Right. And it feels like that they're making the boomers, the women, the people who don't have documents, everybody is kind of like scattering right now. You feel me? Like if
Yeah.
somebody
Chaos,
huh?
chaos,
Chaos, right? And these are chaos
these are chaos.
magicians
Yeah, these are chaos magicians.
who
The
work
chaos and
right.
Yeah, next
Yeah,
slide.
they work their magic while casting chaos and fear. Okay, next slide.
Yeah. So again, he's practicing his backhand. You know what I'm saying? He's practicing his
Right.
backhand on the ones he can. He's practicing his backhand. Come here. See how his whip. See how his whip will go.
He's definitely practicing his backhand.
So yeah, these dudes, they're going to be, you know what I mean? They're so caught up in themselves that they're gonna be in their feelings and tribulate. They said respect the spirit of his declaration that he's saying Black history is dead and don't celebrate that shit federally around here. They said respect the spirit of the dead carcass of what that shit represents, right?
Damn.
That don't offend us and attempt to be representing none of that shit around here. You better get in your Black myth story.
So wait up, Blue. You mean to tell me they're not gonna book Rick Ross and Snoop Dogg and them to come back for Black History Month
Nah, son, it's a rizzle.
for the history ball?
Not for the history ball.
It
Unless
wasn't a 3-show deal with them. They didn't get him for a 3-show deal.
they ain't get them. They ain't. I heard they didn't even pay the back end. They got them out the back door. It was like
After the
thanks for
Trump
no
coin
thanks.
crash, there's like, you know what, guys? Shit is in shit got liquidated. We can't even deal with it. Damn. I thought they was finna bring out Ross to do one of his cuts in Soldier Boy, Black History.
Nah, it's original.
So the whole thing with him, they, she, because that was kind of confusing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's out of here.
You got buried that now? That's take that off of Facebook and all of that?
Out of here. Yeah.
Out of here. Damn.
Next.
US, huh?
Oh, go ahead.
USDA ordered to scrub climate change from websites. I'm not mad at that.
Okay.
Nah.
I mean, again, the age of expansionism, when we understand what the concept and the ideology of manifest destiny is, you know what I'm saying? They're anti-nature. So they're not environmentalists, they're not conservationists or anything. So they're gonna destroy nature, and
Right.
they want to remove all regulation or levers that will allow them to drill wherever they want, take whatever they want, rape all the resources. They're like, we fought fair and square for this. We want to strip it. We want to do what we want to do to it. Just to
Right.
give you a perspective, Jordan Peterson, you know, he made a comment. I used to watch or study some of his stuff just to get the whole concept of their ideology, right? Because he's their intellectual ideologue. And he's like, y'all should beat your chest, hold your chin up if you are Western educated, independent, rich white men here in this country. Y'all murdered, y'all slaughtered for this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was like, we beat them threefold. He said we conquered the tribes. He said we conquered the terrain, and we conquered their theos, which is
Right.
their god. You feel me? So the terrain they see is synonymous with the people. The people are the land. They're doing to the land what they're doing to the people. They don't give a
Right.
shit.
Scorched earth.
They don't have a connection with the land or sea. They're stripping the land down for all of the resources. In a minute, they're colonizers.
Right.
Niggas ain't see Avatar.
Right.
So yeah, that's what they on. The corporation. They like, fuck the Navis and what was that shit called? Pandora?
Because Pangea, because people
It wasn't called Pangea.
it was Pandora. People often question and they seem dumbfounded when they see the European tanking the government, or when they see them, basically sabotaging their own government, not realizing that these people are here on a visa. This is not their land. They don't have an affinity to this land. No matter how beautiful you feel it is, they will scorch the earth in order to get what it is that they get. And they're sending a lot of resources back to Europe. They're locked in with the banks in Europe. They're locked in with a lot of things in their quote unquote homeland. So there's not that
Same
much.
way they sent them people water to the Ukraine.
Same way.
What difference are we looking at? Same way that they propped up all of Europe, what would they stripped from here? The Incans and all of the silver and the copper that they took out of South America propped up all of the reservoirs, meaning the of Spain and Portugal, right? So the banks, the wealth,
Right.
the treasuries and things of that nature, all of it was garnered through them taking people's shit.
Right. And the whole, like you saying, the dog whistle that Donald Trump is blowing, and the dog whistle that Jordan
Peterson.
Peterson and all of them are, Daily Wire, all of them, they're speaking to this quote unquote Western, the opposite of what the Western man was going through during the Obama years, where they were dying from deaths of despair. They were drinking
Absolutely.
themselves, huh?
Absolutely. This is a response to that. This is the blowback.
Right. And theoretic, when you look at it through a certain lens, it would sort of be akin to what happened in Germany when the Germans were defeated and they were going through deaths of despair. They had negative birth rates. They
Mm-hmm.
were falling into alternative lifestyles and whatnot. They were just basically broken, the last
Right.
man.
So the same thing that Jordan Peterson told them over here about, owning up to what they have done to conquer is the same thing that Elon told them in Germany last week.
Right.
When he said, "Yeah, you should be prideful." This is all about pride. It's
I mean,
denuding one person's or one marginalized group's pride to prop up their pride. This is about their pride versus your pride.
right. Right.
And they're destroying, right? They're like, nigga, don't even practice your shit around me.
Right.
I don't want competition. Like, I'm that fragile at this point.
Right. Because there's a lot of blowback. This whole woke, the war against woke, the getting first it was critical race theory. Then it was the woke thing is a cancer. Then it's DEI. But underneath all of that was the memories of our people shouting in their faces, Black Twitter being weaponized against white people during, I would go all the way back to like Mike Brown leading up to George Floyd, right? All of that pushback and blowback
Yeah.
that they would
They felt very uncomfortable in their spaces and they got handed a level of truth that prior to that they had not
had
been
to face.
exposed to. They had to face it, and
Right.
it was a conclave of it. You know what I mean? That's why they hailed him for taking back Twitter, because they were getting dragged and beat up over there. You know what I mean? Black Twitter. There's a documentary about it, family. If you haven't seen it, because it gave me a perspective that I had not even fully grasped.
Where that documentary at?
It's on Netflix, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's on Netflix, and it was going in. It was giving names of these creators and the people that really started making things shake. It was showing you incidents where it kind of jumped the shark and everything,
Right.
But yeah, it was a verifiable force to be reckoned with, and it
Mm,
really had these people shook up, and they responded accordingly, like the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? The Matrix responds accordingly to neutralize all threats, and as a result of their fragility, of the result of them feeling fear, of the result of them having their dream shattered or deferred, if even temporarily, you know what I'm saying, it made them respond in a way in which they built multiple media empires, multiple,
right.
right? And they would not by any means exchange the narrative for anything or anyone. So they went to war to restore the control of the narrative, and then creating an alternative dimension again where their facts exist and they don't even want to hear your truths.
Right. Their whole alt facts movement was their way of basically saying, you know what? If y'all gonna
Yeah,
start throwing facts at us,
yeah, yeah. I'm
then
gonna
we
choose
just gonna
not to
create our
believe
own
it.
facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna just choose not to believe it. Oh, y'all coming with receipts? Oh y'all niggas is researching. Oh, y'all digging up and finding shit that our great grandfathers had. Oh, we don't got no clapback for this. Oh, we're just in denial. Oh,
Right,
we're in denial, entitlement, and inequality, right? Because that we don't even want to play. They're Drake. They're taking their ball home from the sandpark, my nigga.
right. Basically,
They don't want to squabble up.
right. They OV hoes.
They hitting you with executive uh executive orders off the resolute desk. Right?
EOs.
I'm gonna put cases on you niggas.
Yeah, we're gonna put cases on you niggas. EOs all day. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sit in my little chair and EO you to death. You
EO
know?
death. Yeah. I'm gonna pile you in this paperwork.
And it took
And then create chaos in the midst of it, scraping and
throw
scrambling,
you off. Right.
scraping and scrambling.
Right. And it basically took all of these years for all of them to get on code because in the first 4 years, they were not on code the way that they've gotten on code in these years. If you literally sit back and look at everybody that's bowing down, bending the knee, and kissing the ring, and basically just taking their pledge as a crusader, because that's what you're seeing. They're like, yo, whatever you say we gotta do, fam, we gonna do it. If it's immoral or whatnot. If you call for a purge, Donald, we are pledging big tech. We are pledging these billions. You even got different countries, the Saudis and all of them. They like, yo, whatever you say, like with Doug, whatever Wham says goes.
Mm-hmm.
So I see it, you know, I see it.
Believe it.
Let's go to the next
Yeah,
slide.
let's do it.
Hmm.
Let's do it. Yeah, rest in peace to the elder. He made transition on 2016 today. This is Delbert Blair, our
Wow.
master teacher, a 44 resonator born on February 13th. I mean, what more can we say? We miss the elder. His work will never be forgotten. You know, the reason that I am even into the business of gold and monatomics, you know what I'm saying? I was taught that by Dr. Delbert Blair. I was first exposed to it by the doc. Many memories, many classic episodes on KTL. You know, we advise you deep dive in the archive, check some of them episodes out while they are still available, right? A legend of legends and a wonderful being. Rest in power,
Indeed.
rise in
Master
power,
teacher.
continue to resonate in purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
A gentle, a very humble soul,
super.
a very masterful teacher. Um, Spirit was older than time itself, you know, a reservoir of knowledge and intellect.
Yes,
And Dr. Delbert Blair, you believed in me and Blue
did.
very early in our careers. You know, one of the first master teachers of a few that embraced us and, just helped us in our journey. So, yeah, it's you know, I just, you know what I mean?
Yes,
The best way that we could pay homage to Dr. Delbert Blair is to always speak his name and to introduce the new students who have come into this platform to his teachings and put y'all on. That's the best way that I could pay homage to him is to continue his, breathe life into his teachings and the metacenter.com,
yes.
I believe the
And it's sent
metacenter.com
to or
is his spot in Chicago. It is still being run by his students. So please go there and support the brother,
yes,
his
please.
products. Yeah.
Next one, please. Right. So again, super posturing, super thuggery, right? Weaponizing tariffs, utilizing the force of levying tariffs on other nations to make them capitulate and tuck their tail. So I said, he dealt the blow to the BRICS that they're not going to develop their currency, which I think, we were saying a few years ago, last year, digital coin backed by gold,
Right.
right? So, scraping and scrambling, scraping and scrambling. They all, all the balls got to go back into the lotto machine and get reshuffled so they can come up with
A
a reason,
remix.
yeah, some sort of response to this nigga's thuggery. And China's not playing no games. They going straight into production mode and getting their war machine intact. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess at some point they see it's just inevitable.
For sure.
Inevitable.
For sure.
You don't want to go on a deodorant.
Beat China.
Yeah.
Elon Musk takes the return to office to new extremes. He claims he's turned Doge DC headquarters into his bedroom.
Nigga.
Elon Musk pressured FAA boss to quit 1 week before the Potomac River plane crash. Damn, like you just said. Elon's aides lock government workers out of computer systems at U.S. agency, sources say. Stop playing.
Yeah. Thuggery. Full effect.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Backhand. Hold on. Let me work on my shit.
Wow.
February's coming. Hold on.
And he not even an American, bro.
February's
That's the
coming.
crazy. This is a
Get this
this an outsider.
Watch your mouth. It's the richest man
Watch
in the
your
world.
mouth.
Richest man in the world, man. Elon, nigga. Elon from Mars, nigga.
Yeah, real quick for everybody coming in new, we did address the plane crash in Philadelphia earlier in the program. Rise and power to everybody that is involved in that situation.
Yes.
The visuals look crazy. Crazy. The whole shit is on fire. It looks stupid. So, and it crashed in a residential area.
Ooh.
And a brother in the chat said it sounded like a bomb. Huh?
Northeast Philly, you said?
Yeah. Northeast.
Next slide. So, again, talking about the brand, talking about the dream, the brand of blackness, right? The dream of a king, the promise of our people, right? And our current situation. Something got to give. Look at these babies, man. They running it up. You know what I mean?
Right.
And to the far right is the upcoming auction, the when it all falls down. You know what I'm saying? This is just different examples of when it all falls down. It's a dead end, children. If y'all out there listening to this, you know what I'm saying? The shit ends up very terribly and miserably. And your life can be so fruitful. You know what I mean? It's worth living. Like you want to get to your senior, you want to be 50, you want to be 60, you want to live to a ripe age and really get the benefit of extracting out of this life experience everything there is to offer. These young brothers have been let down, by older generations. It just did not provide the hope, right? And people be bombing on the concept of hope, just gotta understand, like, yeah, it's a opiate. Hope is a opiate. It's a drug. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It may potentially manifest something that's concrete. Trump is beating the stuffing out of shit right now to give his people hope. Obama didn't give us hope. Unfortunately, these children are from Chicago, some of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? These children came up during, all of these children represent the Obama era. This is when it came to prominence during Obama's reign, right after the assassination of Trayvon Martin. That was 2012.
Right.
That's the second Obama admin. You know what I'm saying? We need to do better for our children. And, you know, and that's like, yeah, I hear panic, like, you niggas are speaking French again with that we shit. Somebody or something has to step up with a solution going forward, because these conversations about identity, these conversations about asserting ourselves on a global stage or repairing the brand cannot be done, right, until this shit is addressed. You know, it's just academic
Well,
shit, just, you know, just the whole, just everything is just falling apart. Everything about this hip hop experience is just coming apart at the seams, and people is ignoring it and not looking it in the face and calling it out. Like, no, this is a psychosis. This is the result of a psychosis. Look what's happening. But we
yeah,
gonna
they need more voices in that space. Um, I will say that this past few days, past 7 days, you know, seeing the commentary on DJ Academics,
I mean, they've been cooking them.
it's been kind of heartwarming. I mean, I've watched some conversations that even went further and was like, "Yo, this is bigger than academics. Like this, you know what I mean?" So
Mhm.
people are beginning to have commentary. I don't know about the actions per se, but their commentary is beginning to become a little more,
Responsible. I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them.
yeah, the
They growing up. They growing
responsibility
up. They
aspect.
growing up with it. Yeah. People is getting
Um, I think it's a
the,
direct result
the
of
human factor coming to the surface.
the what?
The human factor.
I would say this, Blue, that under the reign of Aubrey, right? Those past 15 years under his reign, which was similar to an emperor having no clothes, similar to how you seen uh USA underneath Biden's reign, where they realized, yo, homie is not even coherent like that. He don't care. So we just gonna do anything in this nation. Like we gonna get away with anything.
Right.
In hip hop, the fact that you know there's two dynamics that you see going on. It's the criminality movement, this whole you know crash out culture, and then also the culture of you know the zesty culture, the zestiness of the culture, where the young boys, they were online being zesty towards each other, like how DJ Academics was being zesty towards that young boy during you know what I mean, they were doing stuff like that during this era and not thinking anything of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in a newer era where it's like, nah, you gotta be a man again. You know what I mean? That situation gets blown out, it gets blown up and it gets highlighted and it gets called out and whatnot. But that situation was going on for years on the
Mm-hmm.
streamer platforms with these young kids and whatnot. Being
Mm-hmm.
zesty was how they was getting on,
Mm-hmm.
like playing zesty games and whatnot. So, you know, it's a thin line between the two. But yeah, it's time for some of the OGs and the unks and whatnot to stop trying to be like teenagers, stop trying to fit in with teenagers and assume your role as an OG, which is somebody that speaks with counsel and wisdom. Like
Yes.
you got to speak to the madness.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah.
Yes, yes,
Uh
absolutely. You
the
know,
Takashi 69 situation with his auction, they got everything from this nigga.
everything. You know what I mean? The plaques is up,
The gold teeth
jewels.
is up.
Yeah, they got his grill. Yeah. I'm like, he got deported. I'm like, I snatched him and he got extracted. Them
They
niggas
caught the
got,
storage unit.
yeah,
Like,
they caught
damn,
the
nigga.
storage. Like, they caught him taking the trash out. The door was
What?
open. They caught the vault. Like, what
I
the?
done hit it at my mama house. Like, nigga, they caught everything off of you, bro. Well, you are like they opted my guy dirty.
Yeah, they got everything. So I'm like, damn, what type of bill do you owe?
I think they was even selling the hair unit, the colorful hair weave. Like the pack was for sale. Like they got my nigga, they got the rainbow hair
Damn.
unit up for sale.
repo your vehicle. Everything was so good
Crazy.
just a week ago.
But when they
Damn.
clean you out, they clean. I guess they clean you clean.
Yeah, they cleaned
Nigga,
the spot.
you know, be
Next. Yeah, again, recommended reading material for the day and time that we're in. People need to tighten up on their education about the occult. They need to, remove themselves from this fantastical world that they live in where they're like, for real? He did what? Because they're going to see things that's going to be so hard for them to internalize.
that's a
And
fact.
it's going to keep their head on the like this, like what's going on now. Like, are these coincidences about these planes and these helicopters? Like, none of this shit is ever going to make sense. But they're going to be feeding it to you and force feeding it to you. Not just feeding it, force feeding it, and then gaslighting you.
Right. Like you
I
don't
want,
see what you're seeing.
I want to pray for the souls and all that stupidness. All that stupidness that they're doing. So you have to understand chaos magic. You have to understand, the games that are being played. You know what I mean? You have to have if you have an imaginative mind, again, getting into this concept about his time traveling abilities and, going back to Biff, going back to Barron Trump, the fact that he wants to take you back in time to Jim Crow and beyond that. You feel
Yeah,
me?
to the Inquisition
To the
crusades and
Inquisition.
whatnot.
And then want to go forward to Mars, going forward and backwards along the timelines at a time when they're saying, yeah, we're making quantum breakthroughs about time traveling.
Mm.
Pay attention. Because this is the first fucking few days, my nigga. This nigga got 40 more years of this? Oh, this is going to radically and drastically change the not just the face of the world, the flora and the fauna, like the actual fabric that makes up things. When you have people that are in range of control that coincide with the highest level, the fifth highest level of the satanic church, you don't know what you're gonna get, my nigga. Like, even if they don't know it, it's some shit working on their behalf on in terms of principalities. And everything that book told you about how to identify the one that comes as a deceiver, nigga, everything that they said is the playbook he's playing from right now to this day. You know what I'm saying? And we're in a year of the snake. So now we're as Scorpios, our Mayan glyphs is a red electric snake. You know what I'm saying? All snakes is not bad. I don't again, I don't believe in the good and the bad type of situation. It's a quantum effect. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Uh, uh, it's just it is what it is. It's how you utilize it. Is Kundalini bad? It can be utilized by people who have intentions to use it the way that they intend to use it. That might not be consistent with what you consider to be pure, godly, or upright. But goddamn, I'd be damned if they don't get effects like results. So
Facts.
this shit is energy. It's accessible. It's open to any. It'll play with you if you show up, as long as you're willing to pay the price, right? And these niggas is playing. They're playing. They're on the court right now. We're in the bleachers as a people, right? And then they trick niggas out of their access to the court, and niggas just want to referee and commentate from the sidelines, but nobody wants to get on court with them. And they're out on court playing reckless. It's like Mayan basketball. The winner loses and gets their head chopped off.
Head.
Next time.
Right. They throwing
Yeah.
elbows.
So yeah, screenshot that. Go get some of them books. Get the audio books, so them shits could be read to you if you don't want to read no more. Or we could do the whole reading club. We got a whole bookstore. You feel me? Y'all could pull up. We could put the camera on, and we could go live and do the book club thing finally. But you need to shatter your myths of what you're dealing with is what you see on the surface. That ain't it. That ain't it. This is high level occult magic that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Homie's a Kabbalist. I could bring that page out from his book where he was speaking on that. None of this stuff is new. It's just that we've not been exposed thoroughly to the information. Next.
That's the last slide.
Oh, okay. So
I wanted you to go over that MAGA thing.
Which one? Which one?
The definitions of MAGA for this audience.
Okay, I didn't. It wasn't included in none of the slides. I ain't have
Text it to me if you can.
Nah, I'm on the phone already.
Okay.
So I don't know if I could. I don't know how I can exclude myself.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's we shared it. It's gonna be part of the lecture, and they can look it up. Right? There's 5 rankings. The highest ranking of the Church of Satan, which is Anton Levy's church, is MAGA. And in every language, you could put this shit in your computer and ask what's the etymology in Latin, Spanish, whatever. It's gonna come back to witch and sorcerer, right? They're the magus. The priesthood is the magus. The MAGA is the highest level of a member of the Satanic Church. You know what I'm saying? So your God, like, that's why I said, if these niggas is pro-Jesus, I'm the Antichrist. Because they're crusading under Christendom and they're utilizing Caesar Borgia, nigga, that's not my God, right?
Right.
I'm going full Baphomet against that shit. If that's the case, if that's the game that we playing, I'm not capitulating, genuflecting, and kissing the ring. Never, no time, ever. So, yeah, them people's savior is going to be my devil. Right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, they could come under the disguise of whatever they want to call what they're saying they doing. But we see how they moving and operating out here. Then you got to ask yourself, based on your relationship with your creator, will my creator ever do that? Will my creator ever empower an entity like that? You know what I'm saying? To make my life discomfort? And if so, then what's the inkling? What's the edging? What are they pushing me to do? Because the Bible is full and replete of that as well. That the chosen people of the Most High, they be getting their brains beat in because they've been disobedient. And God will rile up and utilize your adversary, right?
Put the beats on you.
Put the beats on you.
That's
so you can get back to worshiping them. So, I mean, that game within itself is crazy. How that shit sound? It sounds crazy, right? It's crazy. But yeah, that's where we at. So they got that energy running around. Every time they say MAGA, the shit means witch. It means sorcerer. And you could Google it, and all of this is accessible. And goddamn it, if I'm lying, I'm flying.
So my question is, with so many of our people running back to the church, and I've seen Jesus is the king and all of that, a lot of that rhetoric, are those practitioners, are they empowering the quote unquote enemy, or are they sectioning and siphoning that quote unquote Christ consciousness for themselves?
It is name, image, likeness, right? NIL deal. Is it the name that's consistent with the entity that you know it to be, that has no correlation or connections to who they're calling on? What image is it? Is it Caesar Borgia? What's the likeness of it? How does it carry itself? Because their version of Christ is supposed to be a prince of peace. They've never encountered a people, right, and attempted to utilize peace as a transactional exchange. Yeah, give me your goods, and I'm gonna give you this Jesus, and we good, right? Because this guy is about peace. No, they had to shove it down the throat of everybody. They had to force it on them. They deal with domination and not dominion. So again, we got to research Christendom. This is not your granny's Christianity. That's not what they're talking about.
Right.
It's crusaders fighting in a Christian war that was mitigated since the times of Constantine. Right? And they got a bunch of different imaginary enemies. But what you never see them do is saying, yo, we about to run down on the Church of Satan. Never.
Yeah, they never did that.
Ever. Nigga, it don't even make it to their manifestos. It don't make it to their right. You've never seen it, right? They got statues of Baphomet up at the state capitals in several states, my nigga.
Facts. Denver, the airport. I think one in
Illinois,
Maine. Yeah.
right? Massachusetts, Salem, Massachusetts is the headquarters. The dude name is Grange, like
Like
Lucian. No, his
Elliott
name is
Range.
no,
Right.
his name is Lucian something. That sounds like Grange, but it's like a letter or two off.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember I was doing the research on that.
Yeah,
And
come on, son.
it also coincides with the characters from Harry Potter. There was Lucian and the other one.
Yeah, all that. So
Real quick, Blue, can you talk about Kansas? Can you give the people some rundown
yeah,
about Kansas?
so
We're gonna
yeah,
get into
so
these Super
so
Bowl predictions.
yeah, so Kansas is the heartland of America, right? It represents the heart. Um, Again, Kansas was set up by Catholics. It's right there on the river. And it is. It's the vein, it's the artery, it's the heartland of America. But it's heavily indigenous. This is where it was a famous indigenous warrior. Name might be slipping me at the moment, but again, it's the lecture we did 2 years ago when we did Win in Rome 3 because it was the same game being played. The Eagles versus the Chiefs. And this was right after the Pope came from Canada on July 25th of 2022 and got the war bonnet put on his head. So what was my predictions? I was telling any and everybody who would listen, I was like, yo, the Chiefs is about to win because they decapitated the Pope, and the Pope is tethered to the Super Bowl based on when he got installed, right? Which was 8 days after the Super Bowl in 2013 that was played in New Orleans when the 49ers or the San Franciscan Friars lost to the Baltimore Ravens. And that was a God showdown. You know what I'm saying? That was a God tier showdown because it was between Kaepernick and Ray Lewis, and both of them were proselytizing like they was the number one Christians out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's when they got the brakes beat off of them at 8 days after they lost the Super Bowl. Pope Benedict resigns. Now Pope Benedict comes from Bavaria, Germany. His coat of arms deal with the Moors, okay? Because Bavaria, Germany is home to the Kotzberg Moor, right? That's their coat of arms, and also that's Saint Maurice. You know what
Holy
I'm saying?
Roman Empire.
So the Holy Roman Empire coming out of Bavaria, the Holy Illuminati in Germany, right? That's what they pay homage to. So the Moors beat up on
So
the
okay, Kansas City, Missouri,
yeah,
not
there's
Kansas.
Kansas and Kansas City, Missouri, right? So the 49, I mean the what you call it, the Chiefs play for Kansas City, which is just over there in Missouri. That deals with the gateway or the arc or the portal. But all that shit is tied. Kansas is the heartland. It's all based on the artery. All of that is based on the river. And that river, ironically, is running from all the way like up there with St. Louis, all the way back down to the Mississippi Delta, where the game's gonna
Facts.
be played. This is where Kendrick people is from. His people is from Chicago, but they came from Mississippi, nigga.
Facts.
So the Saints is coming home, right, marching, and all of these points converge at this Super Bowl. The ceremony, ritualistic ceremonies are the fires smoldering as we speak, my nigga. They are being set as we speak.
Mm.
Okay. So again, the Chiefs represent the indigenous people of this particular continent, and we see the turmoil that they're going through the administration. This administration represents the republic, which is installed in Shakamexon, in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia, not DC. That's why he is destroying the Capitol. You feel me? Because
Right.
they are reinstating and restoring the republic, right? Remember, this was during the period before the Eagles played the Kansas City Chiefs. This is when they had the air balloon scare, right?
Right.
This is when they were
Chinese air balloon.
scrambling jets in the airspace. I explained to people that America is the dominant power militaristically because of their air dominance. That's why they coincide with the bald eagle as the motif of this country,
Right.
because they're superior based on the air. So what he do the other day, right before the joint crash, he said they released the shit about the FAA saying that the UAP, I mean the drones was research. How you know if you just fired the FAA?
Trump released that?
Yes, the press secretary, bro. You gotta watch Janet.
Oh, she be going. I heard she goes in. I heard she goes in.
She's you conspiracy niggas, wet dream, nigga. Janet, nigga. She got
Yeah.
sound bites out here. She ain't playing with none of you hoes. She's like, look, I'm gonna drop this on y'all and leave. You know what I'm saying?
So she said that the UAPs was all research. That was
Yeah. Shit,
right.
Trump found out. He got in there and made a phone call. And that's what they threw out to the people the other day. Like it was the day before. It was the day before the joint happened. Like I said, niggas ain't putting no dots together. They not connecting. They don't got the boards in the back with the pins.
Yeah, like
Because I'm like, who did you speak to in the FAA? And then you got all the smoke for them the next day. You fired, homie. Your dude ain't get nominated yet, so it's an open vacant seat. Nobody's sitting in it. Nobody's sitting in it.
what's Janet's last name? Because people they in the chat they want to go look who Janet. They want to look up Janet.
Yeah, you just
That's Trump's press secretary, y'all.
Yeah.
Just put
White House press secretary.
Yeah,
Can't miss her. She's out here, you know.
put Janet Becky in. She'll come up.
She's out
outside.
Her best Becky life, you know. She's Karen and she
Donna Karen, nigga.
Donna Karen.
Donna Karen.
Yeah, what time you got? What time is it?
8:09.
All right, I gotta make a move soon. I got catering another event. Fetty's gonna be in town. They got an event at the spot tonight.
That's tonight?
10 to 12, yeah. Red carpet at the party for a movie premiere. They doing a movie premiere.
Right. And that's at Copper Cove? Or
what's that Copper Cove?
You were saying that he was doing a movie premiere.
He's doing the movie premiere. They're doing something at the bookstore. Then they're doing the after party, I guess, at Copper Cove. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pull up to the bookstore then.
Yeah.
Yes. Somebody wants to know, is she worse than Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Because remember Sarah Huckabee Sanders was Trump.
Again, I can't say worse. She's putting on the show. She's putting on the clinic. She's his attack dog. She's his pit bull. She's his hitman, and everyone should have one. So you got to look and judge that criteria. You know, she's the wall that you got to get through to get answers.
Right.
So, yeah, Sarah Huckabee, she wasn't so personable. This one, they said she's a looker, so she knows how to work her shit. Right. Her Becky shit is on 100, and and she's a MAGA loyalist, so yeah.
Right. She's a Goonie magnet. Who's gonna win the Super Bowl? I know I'm reaching with that one, but can we get a pillar prediction? Family, this is not financial advice. Do not don't run the prize picks and put it on us. But is it too early or should we do this?
Niggas don't want to give a motherfucking scrap and a coin when they do it. Nigga, you know how many years I've been dealing with that shit with this community? So let me get some sauce. And a nigga hit a lick and you see a Twitter post, but you never hit them again.
Nigga in Dubai like this.
Yeah, I would just say, you know, people should make observations based on the clear indications that they see in the sky right now. Right? This is, I'll just put it like this is, you know, again, it's the government versus the indigenous people, right? It's the republic government, not the federal government, all right? Or they would have had the commanders and the chiefs, right? It's the republic, right? And they're beating up on the indigenous people. Who do you think is going to win in the long run? You feel me? Because the natives is already clapping back over here. They got smoke for them people. They're pulling out treaties. They're reminding them who's the immigrant. They're reminding them who's the foreigner. They're reminding them who's non-indigenous to this land.
Yeah,
But the colonizers are reminding them who got defeated as well. They're like, nigga, we're not
right.
playing with y'all
Yeah,
no
pipe
more.
down, niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the
So
head of your leader in the Smithsonian. Like,
yeah,
you might
but
want to pipe
yeah,
down.
yeah. So, but this is also about dynasty building. You know what I'm saying? This is about dynasty building, and that three-peat is a historic monumental event. So I
It
would
was
I,
told.
I would want to see the Chiefs win.
Yeah, it was told to me that Mahomes was promised.
Mahomes.
Mahomes was promised certain things if he threw that first Super Bowl against Brady that he clearly was supposed to win, and they let homie ride out, and then whatever happened to him, he just flopped his whole shit out. Anyway, but it looks like they're dynasty building. You
That
know,
yeah,
if
it's
one
just
was to,
about
he's a formidable foe, and they got that in Philly. So and then after this crash in Philadelphia just now, I'm like, God damn, they they be cooking.
yeah, they cooking.
They be cooking. So yeah, I won't. I don't think I'm gonna back the Republic. I'm looking at the family, the Chiefs, the
Yeah,
family.
the copter clipped the plane. The plane was an American Eagle, and the copter was a Black Hawk. Right,
Right,
it down.
right. It wasn't the plane that took the copter down. It was the copter that took the plane down. So
Right,
the copter attacked the plane. For
basically.
anybody that don't know what they was looking at.
Right. So yeah, and then we just seen Philly. You know what I'm saying? They just so happened
Just
to
so
be in the game from Philly.
right.
So I mean, again, and you can't explain this rationally to nobody, nor should you have to. You know what I'm saying? It's the mythos, and truth is stranger than fiction, and you're seeing it, ain't you? Right?
Right.
You can turn your TV on to see it. Go make sense of it then, right? But yeah, whatever it is, the shit is gonna go up. I know that, and we'll be in New Orleans the next day to digest it. You know what I'm saying, and break it down and make it do what it do.
We're gonna put
So
it in a headlock. You feel
yeah,
me? Not even to mention the halftime show, which you know, I'm sure won't disappoint. Um, they never really do. And yeah, we got a lot to
be
unpack.
one for the ages.
Huh?
It's gonna be one for the ages in every way imaginable. You know
Poe
what I'm saying?
Pablo live and direct in New Orleans, the
Cooking,
mystical spiritual center of the USA. Um, yeah, we gonna be there
cooking
at
gumbo,
Itel Gardens, huh?
cooking gumbo.
Cooking the gumbo up. So we're gonna be at the Itel Gardens, which is in New Orleans on Monday, February the 10th, and we will be breaking down the quote unquote Win in Rome MAGAFest Destiny. All right, MAGAFest Destiny. Let me show y'all the flyer, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go and get your tickets. This is going to be one for the ages right here. Make sure, even if you're not going to be there live, it will be streaming through Zoom. Get your tickets. Be in the building. Itel Gardens, 810 North Claiborne Avenue, 6 to 10 p.m. It might go a little bit further than that. Food, vendors, lecture, and more. Man, MAGAFest Destiny Red and Blue, February the 10th in New Orleans, y'all. You feel me? February 10th in New Orleans, we gonna cook. Um, so yeah. With that being said, another bittersweet thing. Today's the day the Blog Talk goes dark. Yeah, I want to throw that up there real quick. This was what they sent me January 31st. Blog Talk Radio would no longer be operating. We were able to salvage our catalogs, so I'm not gonna get on this internet and start crying and whatnot. It does feel personal, you know. It really does feel personal. It sucks that that platform has been taken away, but you know,
Nigga, when's the last time you blog talked it?
it wasn't even that. It was just being able to go there and
Like
hear
today,
shows whenever.
I deleted my Clubhouse app.
Salute
Like,
to
nigga,
that. I've been
when's the
deleted
last
that.
time?
I've been deleted that shit.
Okay. I was like, nigga, when's the last time I've been on this shit? Let me get it out.
Yeah, I've been deleted Clubhouse. That's taking up too much room.
Still trying to find my way around fan base. Shout out to fan base.
Could you share what you were able to save? Eventually, you know, I'm going to remove. It's going to be re-uploaded on a platform that me and Blue own that we are in control
Radio
of.
streaming will
Yeah,
be radio streaming on our own platform,
yeah,
and it will be available soon. And you'll have access to everything.
yeah,
I mean,
for sure, for sure. So yeah, Blue. It was a pleasure holding
is
court
that
with you.
yeah? Any other questions in the for the
Um,
family? Any other joints out there? I don't want to leave nobody.
Somebody said any info on AI DeepSeek. We covered that throughout the week. We did a little bit of deep diving. We did a deep dive on DeepSeek. Um,
Have you used it?
yeah, I use it a few times. What I would say about DeepSeek, the advantageous part of it is that if you get a developer or a coder on your team and y'all can play with the open source. Other than that, as a standalone app, it's not that dynamic. And OpenAI just released O3 Mini today for free to combat it, and
Yeah,
that is a little bit better than
it's
that.
like yeah, like I got so like my AI over there is used to my language. You know what I mean? They be
More
shooting
personal, yeah,
more
personable.
personal. They understand the nuances culturally. I mean, this shit sounds crazy, but
They know who I am.
they know who I am. They know what the culture is. Over on DeepSeek, it was a little bland. The things that I had prompted out, you feel me? I just wasn't able to talk to it the same way. I don't have the same tenor, the same convo that I'm used to over
Right.
the other app. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta, yeah, maybe if I was more technical, if I was looking to do those things,
You know what it's for, Blue?
and they said it's for
It's for
coding.
STEM.
Yeah, STEM and for coding.
Even for Quinn 3X. These are STEM apps: science, technology, engineering, mathematics. If you're like trying to solve Fibonacci sequences and
Yeah.
calculus and your coding and stuff like that,
Yeah. And
that
yeah, Spirit told me to go back into my Law 44 and prompt some things with some of these systems, just to pattern recognize and to solve some other equations that, I got to dig out of my notebook that I was dealing with years ago. That I was like, man, I got to park this until I find me a calculus genius and shit like that. So
right.
I like, the perspective of I've been listening to a lot of Democracy Now. I've been listening to a lot of economists like Richard Wolff. I've been listening to, just deep diving into a lot of different conversations and perspectives.
Right.
So, you know, they were just speaking about the overarching ramifications of what this means in terms of capitalism catching the L, not just Sam Altman, not just Donald Trump, not just the new administration. The whole construct took a L to social capitalism, which is a unique hybrid that China created that is unlike what Russia has. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And becomes the dominant winning model. They defeated them, they outbeat them, and it was a long time coming. But that was the last final straw to show that they have a superior system of doing more with less because they were able to figure out how to utilize. They just prompted Chat GPT over and over. They wore that shit out and let the chat do the job rather than going building other LLMs. They internalized it, went inside that shit, and made it give them the prompt and the answers that they needed. It was genius.
Yeah, learn from within.
But right, but someone that's looking for funding to just be expansive, They're not going to think like that. And it's the same mistake that this administration is making with its agenda to be expansive. Go in. How about home? How about the infrastructure? How about the people here? Oh, no, because you want to marginalize them. Oh, you want to separate them. Oh, you want to put them in game, right? You're going to continuously see catastrophe, right? Because they don't even know who they're getting rid of, and they don't know if they can find other people that can do the job. Vivek told you niggas, you're not qualified. You don't have enough bodies or enough brains, man. And what do? Take the sledgehammer and go destroy it even more.
Right. They like, yo, hurry up with these agents, this AI agent shit. You got Vivek talking greasy.
Right? Yeah.
We
So the only solution observation wise can be that homies gutting the whole government, they're gonna put it on blockchain and run it with AI agents. Right? Their money does not their and if he eliminates income tax, why would he worry about a working population?
right,
Right? They want to sell things to the rest of the world. They're not concerned with the rest of the world depending on the US being number one consumers. They're about to decimate that
right,
and become leaders in whatever technological pursuits dealing with the androids, cyborgs, robots, all of that stuff.
right. Transhumanism.
Yeah,
So
they're
you think
divorcing.
UBI is coming?
Hmm?
UBI, Universal Basic Income.
Absolutely, it's already here. You
Check
know,
this out. You know, Gilly and all of them been party. Blow the Whistle is the Eagle song,
yeah, Too Short. That's
right?
right.
Too
Yeah,
Short, right? So
yeah.
Too
Rest in
Short,
peace to his brother. I seen that. That looks ritualistic too. Um, I mean, just saying. I seen Short the other day pop up. He was dancing. He was at the Philly. You know what I mean? Like I was like, damn, I ain't see Short in a while. He look a little older.
right?
And then yeah, to see this unfortunate news about his broham and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's unfortunate, man. May he rest in peace. But yeah, I don't know. How's any of it gonna hit on Super Bowl? They're gonna have to have so many moments of silences, and you know, it's already bloody. And what's my motive for all Super Bowls, especially the ones that Kansas City plays in? Hashtag there will be blood, nigga.
Hmm.
Right?
Right. There will be blood.
Because again, Kansas is the heartland of America. Heart is 44. They're gonna strum them strings, man. Trust me. This one is gonna be different, bro. I don't know what they're utilizing and harnessing this energy to carry, but it's magnanimous and monumental. Because they've been cooking this pot for 6 months since they announced Kendrick. This pot been cooking and simmering. And the lawsuits, all of that is ingredients. All of that is them putting salsa and paprika in the mix, bro. Nigga,
Hmm.
the pot is hot.
Pot is hot.
And now it's spilling over. It's bubbling and fizzing and spilling over. That's what you see with the fires. Nigga.
Right.
They cooked this shit on January 1st, the Sugar Bowl. Nigga,
Oh
they
yeah, it was the Sugar
cooking.
Bowl and with the Tesla blowing. No, with homie with the truck in New Orleans because
No,
people
homie with
forgot
the
about that.
yeah, homie with the truck. That was New Orleans, January 1st,
Right. And
the day of
remember,
the Sugar Bowl.
they tied him in with the technology because they was like he was out there with the Ray-Bans on, right? Scanning the whole area and they show footage from from his Ray-Bans. Then they were saying that the Tesla dude was using Chat GPT to ask some more type of questions on his
Yeah. I mean, he was using a few things, and both of them were tethered to military technology that the population is not accessible or exposed. Homie that was the Green Beret was running drone programs.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, then it just snowed in New Orleans. first time for a long time. Some people their whole life.
Didn't
You know,
see that.
these are strange times. You see that?
What's that?
Did it snow when it snowed in New
Yeah, yeah,
Orleans?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that.
okay.
You know.
Yeah. So, family, y'all have any other questions for me before I get about you?
Yeah, I don't see too much.
Uh, yeah, I gotta save something. So, we got this whole
I
lecture.
mean, yeah, we got up into the 10th,
Yeah,
so we gonna be
I got
cooking.
I got content, and they keep feeding every day. Like I gotta do these shows to get stuff out the cache because you gotta make room for more. Because I already got 4 folders full, four of them. Shit, crazy. I'm like, yeah, it's too much going on, bros.
It's
You know what I mean?
crazy, man. But yeah,
Yeah. With that being said, man, I want to say thank you. I appreciate the family. It's always an honor, you know what I'm saying, to pull up and share this light, these insights, and give people perspective. Remember, the word of the year is spiritual discernment.
spiritual
Learn
discernment,
you
y'all.
a verifiable, your gut instinct is the first thing to tell you when something ain't right. And then you should have secondary and thirdary backup system. A secondary one might look like, yo, I thought tarot on it. You know what I'm saying? And then the third layer system might be like, I'm gonna throw some pennies on some I Ching to verify what I just learned about on X, Y, and Z, or a pendulum. You know what I'm saying? Not just regular discernment. Because what you see with your eyes, with the flesh eyes, can be fooled and manipulated right now. Just like they showing you different angles. It's about the oculus. We spoke about this at the end of the year when we did the Pope lecture, speaking about Project Stargate,
Stargate.
right? Dealing with 1984 and Big Brother, the eye, right? You're being watched. You know what I mean? You can't depend on the physical eyes anymore. It's spiritual, right? You have to have a verifiable system of spiritual discernment to know what you're looking at, right? Because they're going to fool with you, and you shouldn't let nobody fool with you. Okay, yes, air disasters for Aquarius season. Yeah, we're in Aquarius now. So technology, humanity, you feel me? Like I said, this is Pluto Aquarius that we in, you know? Pluto and Aquarius the next 20 years. Barren in 2044. At the end of the age of Pluto and Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? They're projecting themselves. Same thing that we started doing. We started talking about Project 2044. Shout out to my brother Keys. We had a whole campaign put together for that. And we still gonna run on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's time for
Project
Project.
2044. Yeah. So appreciate y'all. Okay. I love that. Keep it coming. You know what I'm saying? Reagan was an Aquarius. Aquarius equals 44 in Gematria, right? Aquarius is a 44 month or season,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
man.
Alpha right there, Blue.
Oh, shout out to Alpha,
Mm-hmm.
my guy.
Alpha in the building.
And shout out to anyone and any family that has experienced loss and tragedy from these unfortunate events. I saw the face of them children. I'm not a creep, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what color, persuasion, demonstration you represent. A life is a life. And I'm not cold or cool on humanity. I still have a heart that beats in all 4 valves. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a sentient being. So when I see the loss of life, when I see children, when I see professional people that are, when I see couples, when I see the elderly, when I see pets, you feel me? I show my respect. You know what I mean? Again, during these portal seasons and things of that nature, um, yeah, let's not lose our humanity. Let's not undervalue life. You know what I mean? But understand that these are transitional periods in time, so death will occur. And high level occultists are sitting in a seat of power and they're spell casting. You niggas is casting bolts, they casting spells. And you need magic to counter that. Nigga, praying is not gonna pray you up out of this. Cause the nigga that you praying for, they got him hog tied in the closet and they got his cape on, cosplaying him. Okay? So it's the Wizard of Oz shit. They're gonna show up, be like, you know, what was this shit with the Three Little Pigs with the Red Riding Hood when the wolf showed up at the grandma? Yeah, nigga, that part. So, with that being said, man, spiritual discernment and learn you some magic, and I can't help you with that. You got to figure some things out. What system resonates with you? Where your roots from? Who are your ancestors? Because you better not be going to nobody else shit looking to get busy that you not from. Because they're going to harvest you. They're gonna energy harvest you, my nigga. Stop playing these games out here and you can't see who's who and what's what. Cause you can't go into spirituality thinking that you're gonna catch what the fuck is going on with your physical eyes. These niggas is out here finessing, bro. And why wouldn't they? Ain't nobody coming to save you, man. Shout out to all of the 14 A's. That niggas got a new name. Okay? We don't even gotta go through none of this confusion no more. You ain't black, you ain't colored, you ain't you're 14 A's, right? Your president said you niggas is the children of slaves. Okay? 14 A's. Put it under one category. Let's stop the confusion. Okay? Shout out to the 14 A's. Bang for your rights. Learn what that means and what the fuck comes with that and be willing to defend it. Or you have nothing. They snatching your chain, they pulling the rug from underneath you, they taking your coat. What are you willing to fight for to defend? They done stripped you down to your drawers, my nigga. What you got left?
With that 14A conversation, who would you suggest that we get on this show to have a panel? Because I want to go deep into that conversation.
Tyreek.
Huh?
And speak to the FBAs. And we
Uh-huh.
got to speak to the Moors. And we got to speak to whatever other identity group is out here running around with an identity. Then we got to put them all on the panel and introduce them to their new identity. Your 14 A's.
Okay. Let's see what we could do.
Can you extract some power from it? What do you get from it? What are the benefits to come along with it? Cause Donald's going pretty hard to protect that shit for you niggas.
Right.
So what does it entail? Right?
You
How
got
is
it
it
there.
connected to civil rights? Right?
Say it again?
Civil rights are amended. What are you willing to fight for at the end of the day? Because I don't want to be around miserable niggas that's just left with nothing at the end and no one fought, no one lifted a finger, no one said nothing. They just snatched your chain, they cut you across your face, you know what I'm saying? They knocked you out. Just it's not about to get ugly. It's ugly out here, bro. Cause no one got no clap back. And I'm used to niggas making a lot of noise. I'm used to niggas beating their chest. I don't hear no supremacy talk. I don't hear none of that shit. All these niggas done tuck their tail. Right? And maybe they're just observing. Maybe they're getting their counterpunch together. But I thought niggas wanted to smoke. So I'm just like, here these niggas is, they blowing all the smoke in your face. Where you at? Why you don't tell them niggas the shit that y'all be telling us about who you are? Look, the black woman don't even believe it. She cutting your legs out from underneath you. This nigga RFJK, the last friend that you got. Because there's a thin line between woke and MAGA, right? And the shit is RFK. Let's be clear. He's sitting up there telling you that your melanin makes you superior. They're about to put that nigga in the basement. He is the sacrificial lamb, okay?
Right, my nigga RFK trying to put the sister on in some game.
He
And
trying
she
to
was
put
like,
the
hold
sister
on, hold
on.
on. He trying to put the sister onto the game, and she like, man, we can't go for this. That's egregious what you're saying. I'm like, sis, you didn't hear what this nigga just said?
She said it's dangerous,
It's dangerous to say that.
right? And again, that's the capitulation. The white boy can sit up there and tell you how superior he is. Trump got up there in the goddamn press conference and said, we're looking for supreme. No, he didn't say supreme. He said superior intellect. Who you think
Right.
he's talking about? Who you think he was taking shots at? Why you don't, nigga? They're talking about DC, right? That's the chocolate city.
That's a
They're
chocolate city.
gutting that.
Yep.
That's where they're sending
Federal
the
agents,
fucking emails to the
federal
niggas
workers.
like, yeah, take the severance, nigga, or get fired. We're gonna replace you anyway.
What he giving? 7 months?
Yeah, I
That's the
don't want
offer.
to see you niggas. Like, they told the nigga, respect the spirit of us canceling your shit and don't even attempt to practice it around us. You're violating our you know what I'm saying? Like, you're fucking with our algorithm.
Mm.
Like, don't disturb the hairs on our body with that shit. And nobody got no clapback for it. Because were we protecting it to begin with? Were we covering it? Were we doing anything with it? Other than violating King, making wild ass party flyers and talking about, oh, another black, niggas was just, what was they doing? Nothing. But you don't know what you finna lose because you never know what you had. You didn't value it. You didn't figure out how to flip it. You didn't figure out how to refurbish it. You didn't figure nothing out. And now it's potentially over. You know what I mean? And you're speaking about people unifying that don't trust one another, don't love one another, don't share the same interests, are very skeptical of one another, rightfully so. Good luck with that. But
Right.
look, yeah, I gotta go.
All right.
And again, I appreciate the opportunity to come chop it up, share some of this information. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep collecting these articles and cooking and making these connections. You feel me? Yeah, resign if you want. They pushing them out there again. Don't let nobody jerk you out of your spot.
Mm, mm,
Don't let
mm.
nobody jerk you out of your spot. You feel me? You better hope that Bitcoin go hyperbolic. Where you gonna put that 7 month severance so it's gonna grow? Nigga,
XRP.
you know what the price of eggs is?
Yeah, I gotta get on them vegan eggs, man, because
Yeah.
them
So
real eggs.
they just in DC, they beating their brains in the DMV. They just upending that whole culture. They gutting that shit and turning it into Disney. Like, they're turning it into what's the shit up the road in Virginia? The old where they be doing the Civil War enactments and shit. They turning it into Richmond. Okay.
Oh,
That's what they're doing. They're turning DC into Richmond and Charlottesville and shit like that, man. So shout out to the DMV, wake up. You know, y'all spinners and drillers and everything else, yo. Like,
yeah, that's not politics though. So, what you know what I mean? There's no power in that.
I'm just saying, man.
You know.
Y'all. Mm.
You know. But yeah, man. So for the family that is entered in the building, me and Blue Pill we are postponing the lecture that we are supposed to be doing today, which is When in Rome, and we are moving the date to February the 10th, which is a Monday, Melanin Monday. We will be in New Orleans debuting the lecture. Everybody that got the tickets from Buy Me a Coffee, you still good. Everybody that got them off Eventbrite, you still good. I sent out emails letting everybody know about the change.
I do.
If you sent a Buy Me a Coffee and you didn't send your email, do me a favor and send me that. You know what I mean? So we can send you your link for Zoom. Also, We do have the pre-sales for the album, the 44 Tops. All right. The 44 Tops album. We will be dropping that on February the 7th, the day before Brother Richard's event. This is
So a week from now.
A week from now is going to be coming out. The pre-sale, I'm dropping a link in the chat right now. It's available, very affordable. You know what I mean? And we also have an extra bonus, adult coloring book.
That's dope. I like that.
Crazy.
Yeah, and on Super Bowl Sunday, we're in the bookstore gallery 488 Edgewood. We got a dope event set up. You know what I'm saying? Let's kick it. Let's socialize. Let's network while the game is on. You know what I mean? We can make our predictions. I'll show you how to set a parlay up, get some side bets going. We got have some gematria experts in the building. Yeah, man, we're gonna get some of that bread.
Yeah, we're gonna be adult coloring book. You know what I mean?
Hella dope. Hella dope. All right. Yeah, let me fly, bro.
All right.
Appreciate
it. Light.
Peace.
Peace. Okay. So we will have these in the building. We'll have these in the building on what day is that? On the 8th with Brother Rich. You know what I mean? Limited though. There'll be we'll have the album and we'll have these books. Make sure you pull up and get your book. I will be signing them on site. Okay? On site. As a collective, I feel that as a collective, we should be, after we have this gathering, it's 1,000 people coming to Atlanta on the 8th. We should take that time and that opportunity to have some conversations. You feel me? And the conversations are about what are we going to do while these children are watching, okay? Because I'm not sure how the youth are going to interpret the next 4 years. Some of them, they just let things roll off of their backs and whatnot. Some of them don't even care. They're not even, they worrying about other things. However, Buy Me a Coffee is where the pre-sale is at, but you got to go into the store. It's not just a simple buy me a coffee. It's you got to go into the store and you'll find the link for the pre-sale, and you'll also find a link for the book as well and whatnot. But yeah, I want to have these conversations with the youth. That's why we're doing this AI workshop that's coming up. Why? We want to teach the youth about Black Future Month. We want to teach the youth how to use these tools and whatnot. We want to teach the youth about possible income streams that they could create on their own when they see so many people getting laid off, when they hear all of the desperation in the voice of, the talking heads on TV. All of this stuff could bring about a lot of inferiority complexes to a people who already are dealing with identity crises. So it's time to have that. But I'm not about to talk to no children, and I know that the parents don't even have it all together. We're not even on one page. So the parents owe it to the youth to kind of figure some shit out. We're not asking for kumbaya. We kind of got to figure something out so we could come to them with a gift. We could come to them with a solution that's gift wrapped. We owe it to them. I ain't gonna get all preachy and reachy and whatnot, but we'll show better through our actions. You know what I mean? I like to show through actions. We will. What's today? Friday. I'm maybe Saturday Night Live or Sacrilegious Sundays. One of those days you'll see us go live. If you're not subscribed to the page, make sure you hit subscribe and notification. So when we do go live, you'll be you'll be notified and you won't be able to miss it. You know what I mean? And yeah, with that being said, the youth, I would consider the youth 12 to 25. That is the demographics that I'm addressing. 12 to 25. That's the preferred demographics. That's who that's who they pitch to in the entertainment industry. That's who the music industry pitches to. That's who these marketers pitch to. That's who they focus on, 12 to 25. So let's focus on 12 to 25. And then we could get to the people older than that afterwards, because a 30-year-old is able to teach a 20-year-old some things. A 30-year-old could show a 25-year-old or 18-year-old how to move in this new market, because I'm relying on the 30-year-olds in the 20, from 20 to 30. I need y'all to help to show these children how to day trade, how to deal with crypto, how to code, how to build apps, how to build websites, how to use AI, how to generate pictures and images. I need y'all for that, because that's what y'all do. You know what I mean? I need y'all to help them how to stream, because we need more streamers. You feel me? We need more streamers. You know what I mean? It's not a crowded space. We need more streamers that are conscious. Can you still buy the workshop if you don't have it? Does a bird fly south in the winter? Yes. Yes, you definitely could buy the workshop. The workshop is 4 weeks. We did a workshop in January for 4 weeks. That's available as courses. And the one in February, the link is in the bio. February didn't start. It starts next Wednesday. We start the first class and whatnot. So we are going to be focusing on that. 20 to 30 are the streamers. Well, yeah, the streamers are in the age demographics of like 17, 18, 19, going up to like 30 and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see conscious streamers, like a Black Boy Max, but conscious, right? So Black Boy Max is blowing up. He's the biggest streamer out here. He's bigger than all of them, right? He just has a crazy run this year. What he does is he does like producer sessions. So he'll bring artists over and they'll make a song live on the stream. That shit is fire. Where's the conscious producers at? I know a conscious producer in Atlanta. He got Mad Motion and whatnot. I'm about to talk to him like, yo, let's do that. Let's bring in Cambada. Let's fly Cambada in. Let's bring in conscious artists. Let's bring some of the sisters who got the patchouli raps, you know, the patchouli rappers, and let them get busy in the booth. I want to see their creative process. I want to see how they set the mood with the candles and the incense and the, you know what I mean, and like the singing bowls and whatnot. We need to see that on the streams. You feel me? We need to see that on the streams, other than what we've seen on, because the era of streaming is kind of like it's up in the air. I mean, it's open. Anybody could get in there and get busy. It's not a closed market right now. It's kind of open for anybody to do something. You know what I mean? I was considering it, but they got a thing against people with salt and pepper. I'm not about to get clowned by no young niggas. I'm sensitive to that. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't about to get clowned by no young whippers. They be like, get out of here, Schoolie Red. Go change your diaper, Schoolie. You feel me? I'm good on that, because at the end of the day, I am not going to waste. I'm not even calling it waste my time. I'm talking to the parents. I'm appealing to the parents. I don't want to appeal to 17-year-olds right now. No, they don't even call us Unc, Alf. I'm beyond. I tried to be Unc, and I got my Unc card denied, man. I tried to be Unc. I tried to fit in on the Unc bus, and they told me, get off the bus and get on the bus with the niggas named Schoolie. Get on the Schoolie bus. I had to get on a Schoolie bus, man. So I'm good with talking to children right now. I want children to talk to children. There's enough students on TikTok There's enough people that I see that got shit figured out and whatnot. Let them talk to the youth and play video games. That's not. I'm not. Nah. I was gonna do it. I don't think I'm built for that. Yeah, Unc card denied. Unc card denied. You know what I'm talking about? Unc card denied, man. They was like, nah, get on the schoolie bus. I'm like, cool. You know, they said Unc ends at 48. I'm schoolie. I'm schoolie, but I'm cool with that. But I'm at the age where I'm a coach. More so, I want to be the manager who manages talent. I do good at coaching, being behind the camera. You know what I mean? I want to be behind the camera and I want to be the coach at this point in the game. I've been a player for far too long, and going into the round trying to get, because if I go hard on Twitch, pause. I'm looking. I need Castanet numbers. I'm not satisfied with 1,000 people. I need Castanet. I need I need 100,000 subscribers. So that shit will. A female that's 50. I think y'all aunties. Let me see. I got the chart. Hold on. You ain't say nothing but a word. I got the chart for the aunties. I think. Let me see what the age demographics for you. I know what it is for us. I think y'all are aunties. You know, they have a specific word. Let me see. Give me 1 minute. Let me pull this shit out. Since y'all inquiring and inquiring moms want to know, I'm gonna help you out with it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna help you out with it. Is this it? No. Yeah, it's in one of these folders. I be having a lot of folders. Let me see if it's on my desktop. Give me a minute. I gotta look through my looking glasses. You know what I mean? But I do have the chart for the old heads, though. The old heads. And these are the schoolies. Big bro is from 25 to 35. Are you a big bro? Big bro. You know what I mean? You know, when they, yo, what up, big bro? Are you talking to me? I'm not your big bro. Let's see. Motherfucking age requirements. We in a whole new world these days. Big bro. Big bro. Here we go. This for the fellas though. I'm gonna find the one for the ladies in a minute. So 13 to 24 is the YNs, right? YN Melly. Okay. 25 to 35, that's big bro in them. What up, big bro? That big bro in them. That when I pull up to the gas station and they got the little YNs out there begging, they be like, "What up, big bro?" I'm like, "I'm Unc, my nigga. I'm not big bro. Oh, pardon me, Unc. Hey, school, you got a few dollars? Hey, school, can I pump your gas? Hell no, nigga. Do I look like I was born? You called me, nigga. I don't look like I was born yesterday. We not about to do that. They out here, they driving away in your car. If you let them do that, they driving away in your car. Don't fall for that one. So that's how I came with the moniker Schoolie Red, and I'm embracing it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm embracing it. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm not one of these people who's having like crises about their age. I'm not having those crises. I'm embracing, yo, Alpha, you just turned 50, right? I'm blowing niggas up. Didn't you have the 50-year-old birthday party, my G? Yeah, we embracing our ages, man. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna detox from the Beijing, my niggas. You know what I mean? We're gonna detox from the Beijing, and we just gonna embrace our silver fox and our divine age groups. You know, they can't clown us. You know what I'm talking about? They can't clown us, big bro. That wasn't you? Oh, my bad. I thought that was somebody else. I thought you crossed the 50th yard line. My bad. But yeah, man. So, like I said earlier, you know what I mean? We got music dropping, a lot of things popping, you know what I mean? We was able to save the blog talk episodes before they took down the damn channel and whatnot. That's a touchdown, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit is looking like it's supposed to look. You know what I mean? Planes is out here crashing. Be very careful. Once again, if you get on a plane, there's a ritual that we used to follow where we would take a hold on, bro. I know you trying to get outside. Hold on. We would take a where is this thing at? It will be like a little artifact of Ampu, Anubis, right? It'd be like a little artifact, like a handheld artifact that you could get on Amazon or something, right? Schoolie. Somebody said, what does schoolie mean? Schoolie is short for old school. That's an Atlanta thing. They'd be like, hey, schoolie. You know what I mean? Hey, pops. I'm not nobody pops, so I'm schoolie red. So travel with the Anubis. Don't fall into no type of fear paradigm. If you got to move around and you know you're gonna take a plane to do it, just do it in all good faith. You know what I mean? Like this, it's like a little figurine like that, a totem, what they call a totem. They got one of Anubis. We would carry it with us. You feel me? Yeah. But yeah, man. Schoolie Red, we're gonna close this out. This is on the album. This is on this album right here. I need y'all to go ahead and pre-order. Go get the album. 44 Tops. It's finally here. It will be out next Friday. You feel me? It will be out next Friday. The shit is fire right here. It's good for everybody. You could play it on your, you know what I mean? You could be on your first date in the Whippington and throw that in and just get in the mood and whatnot. You could play it with the family. There's only a few curse words in there. Like when I dropped the F-bomb at the end of the Facts remix. We might have to get the clean version for the radio. But the shit is slapping. It's slapping. You know what I mean? It's giving you cosmic soul. It's giving cosmic soul. Okay? It's giving cosmic soul for all demographics. So, you know, I will definitely let y'all know when we get the archives loaded up. I pray that Miss Blue was able to salvage her collection. I did tell my I gave my my engineer a list of channels to basically scrape. You know what I mean? So Miss Blue was one of those channels. So if she needs some backup, we're gonna help her out with that. But yeah, man. With that being said, yo, let us this is Talk Black to Me. All right. This is Talk Black to Me. And then we're gonna end it out with the 44 Tops remix. Know the Ledge 444 is where you could go ahead and send your support for the channel, your love for the channel, your donation. Best Nation is the donation. Or you could go there and you could get tickets for these upcoming events, or you could go ahead and get your pre-order, or you could get your book, because the book is up there too. Feel me? The book is up there too. This is fire. This is fire. I don't care what nobody say. This is fire, bro. This is fire. We got the legends in there, man. All of that. We got KTL alumni. This Professor Griff. This is fire. You feel me? Shout out to my guy Lico. And we got the 3D. Huh? We got the 3D jump. Remember back in the days when they used to have to go to 7-Eleven to get the 3D glasses to watch Godzilla on TV? Yeah, we got the 3D glasses. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your attention. TGIF. Stay focused, stay dangerous, and stay out of the way. You dig? Schoolie Red, y'all. Check us out. Talk black to me. Hey.
I'm just smudging you. I'm surprised that you're surprised. The love teaching. The ancestors watching. The devil spent the blood of the star seeds got the drum. Talk black to me. The revolution getting digitized. The movement getting monetized. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. We built pyramids on the rock. Invisible weapons in the skies. Spirit cookers in the skies. Dots, tears in the motherland's eyes. Watching her people shook and jive. Talk back to me. 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 Oh, the master teacher's teaching, the ancestors watching. The devil spent the block, but the star seeds got the drop. Talk back to me. Lord, the revolution got digitized. The movement got monetized. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. We built pyramids on the third block. Talk back to me, Lord. Imaginary weapons in the skies. Spirit cookers in the skies. Tears in the motherland's eyes. Watching her people shuck the job. Talk back to me, Lord, Lord. They stepped on philosophy, so dope to the prophecy. Facts. Try to snap box with galaxy, but throw a status at the arch degree. Facts, facts. I'm not judging you, smudging you, just like a warrior's supposed to do. When you need peace, love, and light, peace, love, and light. For his family, the 44 times, the 44 times. Talk back to me, Lord, the 44 times to this day. Lord, the 44 times, talk back to me. If you didn't have a reason, Jason said 'tis the season. The 44 times. Lord, the 44 times. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Facts. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red and blue, purple light, friends. Facts. You can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I open my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts. Peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light to the family. Peace, love and light to the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the ship makes diamonds.